All right, let's give you the markets update now. And the Rand, including the JSE, firmer as investors welcome Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's medium-term budget. Treasury indicating its commitment to fiscal discipline, curbing spending on embattled state-owned companies and planning the merging or closure of non-critical government entities. Chief Investment Officer at Makwe Fund Managers is Makwe Masilela, who joins us now for a quick market analysis. Mr. Masilela, thank you very much for your time. Let's start with that quick overview of how the markets are faring in early trade after that local budget speech and the United States Fed announcement.
Markets continue to cheer the statements that came out of the budget speech, and mainly because maybe we didn't get much of fireworks, and we've seen that the rand strengthened towards that, and also the fact that the US themselves, they left their interest rates unchanged. Markets are cheering that, even though we can expect that interest rates will stay elevated for much longer as the guys will try to fight inflation. But as it is now, markets are in the positive.
Let's talk about South Africa, which is set to host the annual African Growth and Opportunity Act Forum. That summit, it's taking place in Johannesburg and it kicks off today. It is the United States flagship program, a trade program that is for the continent of Africa. What is, in your view, the significance of this event?
Truth be told, every cent counts. And as we know, that over a period of time, any trade that is happening among countries gets to be diversified and it gets to be increased or decreased because you're getting your buyers and you're getting your technologies that get to be involved. As an example, if you look what we used to do to them when it comes to automotive has gone down. And if maybe the guys, for instance, they had to cancel all this, as much as we're saying that every cent count is very important, that should have an impact on our GDP of anything around 0.06%. And the sectors that will be mainly affected, mainly it's going to be your food or beverages, your transport equipment, and also your fruit and vegetables. But as we said, it's important to have any form of trade with anyone, whether it's the US or the UK. So we all embrace all this, but definitely all has to be done in terms and conditions that suit all the parties.
Let's touch on company news. Sibanye Stillwater publishing an operating update for the quarter, which ended on 30 September 2023. What stood out for you?
The guys continue to have a very strong financial performance. That financial position is very strong, and the guys being very proactive by repositioning themselves to a changing environment. We've seen them getting into matters that we know that are matters for the future, and we've seen that when it comes to the PGM in the US dollar terms, we've seen that the prices have been going down by almost 28%, and in rand terms, the PGM basket price is down almost 48%. I'm sorry, 42%. But now, if you look into the average gold price received, is up almost 22%. And these are the very same guys that we know that are looking to retrench over 4,000 people in South Africa.
Let's conclude the conversation with MTN Uganda's results for the quarter, which ended 30 September 2023. Those numbers are out. Help us make sense of their performance.
This is the biggest operator when it comes to revenue. I mean, that's after Nigeria, which is number one, then South Africa. And the guys, they expect their profits to jump by almost 82%, even though they had to battle the likes of high inflation. As we're talking, inflation is sitting at almost 38%. And also they had to battle the likes of increases when it comes to corporate and consumer taxes. But we've seen that their service revenue was up nicely, almost 36%, and mainly due to growth when it comes to voice, to mobile data, and also to fintech. And remember, 3 months back, the guys nearly paid 13 billion rands in tax bill in that country, but they managed to get out of that. And also we know they had issues with the deregistration of some of their SIM cards, but are now in the process of getting most of them to be registered again.
Makwe Masilela, Chief Investment Officer at Makwe Fund Managers. Thank you very much for the markets update.